If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. Welcome back everyone to this Trias update. As you can see, since the beginning of this year or the end of last year, we've been trending upwards. We've also seen a 5-day bullish cross. I assume that it's appeared on the weekly, but just a bit later. So we're getting earlier signals on the 5-day that this is a potential bull trend. And if it's on the 5-day and weekly, we would suggest that this is a bull market. However, even though we've been trending up and we're getting those signals, there's a key level that we must break through. And we're going to discuss that in today's update. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And we'll get into this update as soon as possible. Just also remember, until the end of this month, I've got a discount promo code on my course, ebook and mentorship. So if you want that, message me, links in the description down below, over on Twitter to get the code that lasts until the end of this month. Now let's continue with this update. So the levels that we are approaching and the levels that need to be breached in order to see this continuation back to the high and look for our bull market targets is the golden pocket over here. And already previously, back in June, we did actually get a kiss off of $5, and that is the high that we're actually currently holding as resistance right now. And we will go into this in a lot of detail, but the reason why I zoomed out is because if this level is ever breached, a nice psychological level of $5, then we're going to get this pump into $7.5 to $8.5 over here for Trias. Then we're now going to zoom in, but very briefly we can see using my fibs we've got targets in and around that area as well. We've actually got some targets beyond that point, and what we must say is when these targets are valid, eventually these might get met, but we might stop off here first, pull back and then continue to the next set of targets. If there's a lot of momentum, it could happen in just one big move where I'd expect this all to hold as support for continuation higher, but let's dive into that right now. So I'm going to now scale over, stay on the 5-day time frame, but I'm going to zoom in. So what we were suggesting over the past couple of weeks is that there's a 200 EMA appearing here for the very first time, as this green candle was the 200th 5-day candle, and with that's creating an average. And as I've mentioned in the past updates, this is deciding what the longer term trend is, and the 20 and the 55 is deciding what the short and immediate trend is. So on the 5-day time frame, if we're holding this as support, then we should expect the following weeks to be going up, or potentially months to be going up. But over the 6 month or a year and a half or whatever long period, this is acting as a longer term moving average. As it's just appeared, we have to sort of like imagine where it was, but we can pretend it was like doing something like this. So we were under that for a long while. This was essentially keeping us bearish in the short term, and if we get above that, we're now in the short term bullish. You get above that, bullish until that very moment where we hit the 200 EMA, and then we start getting rejected. This has held us up eventually and sent us back to the 200 EMA. So we need to see a break of that 200 EMA, this imaginary one that I just drew, extending this to the past just like that. So essentially break through that, and we are confirming not only the short-term trend that is up, but also the longer-term trend. So in the last couple of updates, I've been suggesting that we need to fall back to this golden pocket in order to eventually break through this 50-cent resistance, and its two psychological levels, $4.50 and $5, and we are looking for those targets to the upside. Remember, I showed you the golden pocket between 7.69 and 8.65. We are coming into those targets. The reason being is since this move up over the past few weeks where we ran into the 200 EMA, it was a bullish move because we're above the short-term moving averages. We lost it, reclaimed it and confirmed its support, confirmed the 20 as support, and that's why we're getting continuation to our next key level of resistance. Where we look to the left here, this is the reasoning for this level of resistance, as well as the 200 EMA, as well as these 2 points over here and here being $4.50 and $5. So nice psychological level. So it's understandable to get a rejection there. This is now what's stopping us from achieving these higher up targets. Remember, as we zoomed out, we saw that the $5 is our 0.5 Fibonacci, and we got a rejection right there. So if you ever break through that point, you get pulled up like a magnet to this. What's going to give us further confirmations that we will get up there? So further confirmations would be, okay, we've held the uptrend. If we can continue to in this uptrend, we should be expecting a high above this, and the next set of targets is that. So two reasonings for that target. Then we've placed the fib from the top to the bottom. As we did actually lose the shorter term moving averages, saying that this is bearish, we should continue lower, but we came back to this previous high low, held it as support, and reclaimed the moving averages, making this bullish, in turn breaking past the golden pocket, validating these targets, in fact validating these higher up targets, and along the way to those final sets of targets we're going to meet the golden pocket. So there's your third or fourth reasoning why we'll be coming into the golden pocket. What could happen, as these are also your targets, is we're looking for this to hold support, break this level and flip in support, and then continue to these targets. If the momentum is truly there, we can continue through. If there's not really much momentum there, we might dump from here and then push through. And then at that point, if we meet these targets up at 12.5 cents, we need to pull back to this golden pocket area. It's a huge area, guys, between $5 and $8. And then that needs to be held as support. Of course, we'll give you more specific levels as the candles print. We're very far away from that. But what we need to see is this being flipped to support to get a pump back up to our all-time high of $31. And then we're expecting anywhere between these three to be our bull market targets. We'll make a bull market target video in the future, but I just wanted to show you the potential moves right now, suggesting that we should actually come up into this golden pocket. I've shown you 3 or 4 reasonings today why this should all be the case. So make sure, if you haven't already, to like, subscribe, comment and share. And we are so close, so very close to 7k followers. So I think that is achievable by the end of this month. Help me achieve those goals. And if you want to take action on the education, whether that's the Discord community for twice a week group live mentorship calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so we'll be having one today, of course, and then also the ebook, the mentorship plan for one-on-one mentorship, as well as my course. Message me over on Twitter, links down below for the discount promo code to enter, and you have that until the end of this month to do so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace. If any of you are interested in learning how to trade just like me, there's multiple options. Click this ebook. It covers all the strategies that I use in these YouTube updates, so you will have all the same skills. Covers the Japanese candlestick, chart patterns, support and resistance, why I use EMAs over trend lines, Fibonacci's, divergences, and again, using these all together to profit using them. I've also got a discount on my course at the moment, which ends at the end of this month. So that's down to £100. You also gain free access to my Discord community for the next 3 months, where you can expect to be a part of 12 to 24 group mentorship calls. If you want something that's a bit more personalized to your needs, then join my one-to-one mentorship plan. You can choose 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help, and included will be the 3 months free in the community, as well as my 6-hour long video course.